Letters before my name, I'm flattered. Needless to say, where I stand, right off the bat, how does it affect me? What, by not allowing that to be fracked, is the property that we have owned and stewards of for the past 45 years. You're taking away an opportunity for me to derive an income from that land. Essentially, you're taking food off our table, clothes off our back. That is just me. Not just me, this is the whole area. The area is a very financially depressed area, if you should just go there. Talk with the small business people, talk with the builders, talk with this and that. They're out there. There's a little flash of, with the lease money. That kind of dried up. They couldn't believe what was there. Another thing I would like to, it'd be very interesting to know is with all the people who are against this, is how many, I'm sure it's lower, but do not stand any chance of any financial gain or financial income from it. It's a big old, same old story, not in my backyard. You know, I can't have it, you can't have it. And what this will do for the area is, it's phenomenal. It just, there was a fellow there about the footprint or what it's going to do with the runoff on the pads. Put a house out there, put their basketball courts and driveways and roof on the house. How much rain and how much water are you going to get run off there? And with the numbers, they said there's going to be a lot more of them. So that one don't hold water at all. So I urge you, not for myself, but for the area, the rest area, all new wealth comes from the ground, whether agriculture, if it grows, if it doesn't reproduce, or if it doesn't grow, it's mine. But all new wealth comes from the ground. This is real wealth, not some fake artificial wealth. And it will cause jobs, or create jobs. They will build real jobs, not government jobs that are parasites to the rest of the job corps. I guess that's about it. Well, no, it's not it, but of course it may be.
And approval for the stone permit. We realize that very shortly, currently, the first permits have gone into the DEP for our own property owners, so it's imperative to us that we see a process moving forward responsibly with the DRBC as well. We realize that it's difficult to establish a clear-cut process. Other river basins have done it. Fracking is not new. This process has been in existence for 50, 60 years. More than 1 million wells have been fracked without everybody being dead. So it's essential that we take these first steps in the Delaware Basin, and the reason it's essential is because the compact says that there shall be equitable apportionment. The DRBC compact says there will be an equitable apportionment. That means everyone should get their fair share, and that means we need to have a fair share of water so that the resources that's maybe beneath our lands can be properly and scientifically explored. More information is needed. The other thing that the compact says is that, from the Supreme Court decree, is that economic opportunity will not be taken away from the Pennsylvania residents and property owners. By not allowing this process to go forward in a responsible manner, you would be withholding. It would be a taking of something that the property owners own. And that's serious when you have a taking. It's called inverse condemnation, especially if those people are not paid for what is being taken from them. So we do support the Stone Energy application and moving forward. We do not support knee-jerk reactions that just play to emotions and for politics. We'd like to see the Commission look at scientific peer-reviewed information. I think the water is a life force for us all. The reason we have exceptional quality water in the Delaware River is because we, as farmers and private property owners, maintain the open space that generates the water for all to enjoy. We We pay the taxes. We are the stewards of this land. On our farm, on any given year, every acre of my farm contributes more than 1 million gallons to this watershed. Last summer, a summer like last summer, we contributed 1.5 million gallons per acre to the watershed. So this is privately owned land. Our needs also needs to be considered.
Marion, you gotta wrap it up.
Okay, in 3 minutes. Our payments are in structured payments. We're in a partnership with Hess, who has 1 BCF.
We pay 75 to 100% of their operating expenses, and meanwhile farmers are getting fined for the runoff on their land, and the gas drilling companies are getting a free ride.
Eusebius, you have additional opportunity to put some thoughts in writing as well.
All right, let me just say we're talking about 2 to 3 years of gas here. That's at current consumption rates, okay? Now, 2 to 3 years, 10% of recoverable gas. They say that 10% is recoverable, okay? Well, okay, Marion, now you're shaking your head. But whatever. Still, the fact remains is we're paying these people to do the work. Taxpayers, right? That's us.
Eusebius,
So
your
there's
time is up.
All right.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Greg Swartz, S-W-A-R-T-Z, and I'm a citizen of the Upper Delaware River Valley. Also a vegetable farmer from the Damascus Township in Wayne County, Pennsylvania. Whenever an organization faces a difficult decision, it's important to evaluate the issue in the context of the organization's mission and history. The DRBC came into being because it was recognized that a regional approach to a watershed management was the only way to truly protect and manage the water resources of the basin. The commission was to replace the hodgepodge decisions of the dozens of agencies who were responsible for different aspects of management. And 50 years on, that is still the rationale and legal framework for the commission. It's for this reason that I'm confused by the 2 proposed dockets before us today. Neither proposed project is being evaluated against the cumulative impact of the possibility of thousands of wells. It is as if you, the commissioners, are returning to the days when the municipality would make a decision without regard to the impacts on the larger watershed of projects across the watershed. I urge you to quantify and evaluate the impact of all the potential wells in the basin before you approve any single project. Should you choose not to make your judgment based on the cumulative impacts of water withdrawal, chemical loading, soil disturbance, and wastewater treatment, I fear that you will abrogate your legal responsibility to protect the basin. And I also fear that this abrogation is actionable. More important than legal outcomes, you should realize that the impacts your decisions have on millions of people. As I mentioned, I'm a vegetable farmer. I, like many people, make my living from the land. I rely on clean water and biologically active soil, which is free from synthetic chemicals for my crops. I grow healthy food for my family and my customers, and I'm deeply concerned that gas drilling in the watershed will destroy my business. Good farming is based on the long view. Any action I take should have no ill effects on future generations, and I should leave my land in better shape than I found it. And I urge the DRBC staff and commissioners to resist today's political pressures and to take the long view. And lastly, I would like to echo my disappointment that the executive director nor the full commission is here. Everyone in this room has taken their time, driven long distances to make their comments known. And I think that this disappointment should be registered with your colleagues.